So where were we? You had
We had a
the lovely lady
we had a
Corey?
stroll with the. Yep, we left them at their house.
Bjorn did some sorcery.
I didn't do anything.
Bow wow.
All I did was act nobly. That's all I did.
He was trying to. He was doing some infiltrating of his own.
Plus,
If you know what I mean.
I marry this woman. It gives us a permanent base to work at.
And we can actually claim to be from nobility.
I am
you-
nobility, though. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I'm his cousin's uncle's,
Anyway.
father's brother's roommate.
Anyways, I believe we were heading back to the tavern, and I generally don't know what we did from here.
We fell asleep, I believe.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, remember, it was, we were going to the festival, and I think the festival's in a couple of days' time.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So, it was a case of I was just gonna, me personally, I'll be hanging around with my future wife, essentially. Holding her in, to be honest with you, I can see a deal happening.
So you deserve the Giga Chad face. Chad, please put the Giga Chad face in the chat.
But I don't know what Ferdinand's going to be doing or Burger King's going to be doing.
What, right now in the tavern?
While you're waiting for the festival to begin in a couple of days.
I'm going to ask the innkeeper for any particular rumors.
Thank you for the follow. Well, the rumors are that there's gonna be a lot of bad people coming for the festival. Thieves, crooks,
How bad?
and stuff like that.
I'm sharpening my sword.
Pickpockers,
Yeah, of course.
pickpockets.
And they're not
I'm
gonna
sharpening my
be
sword.
coming from High Rock. They're gonna be
hello?
coming from elsewhere.
Rift him.
No one's there.
Yeah, we're still good.
Not the province of elsewhere necessarily,
Also,
but you know,
But
not from
outside
High Rock.
our High Rock.
Hello?
Hello?
yeah, no, we hear you. We hear you, Burger.
We can hear you, yes.
There might
And,
need disconnect.
The noble house that is gonna be organizing the festival is looking to hire some muscle for protection around the area of the festivities. It's gonna be bad pay, of course. You're gonna be getting less than a city guard for the days that you're gonna be doing this job, but there's many that will willingly take up such an opportunity.
I mean, it's gold in my pocket, so yeah, I'll do it. I'll sign the dotted line.
Okay.
Sure, why not?
Oh lord. That must have been a spike for me, bro.
Then you're gonna be expected to be around the festival area and be keeping
Holy
an
crap.
eye out for any nefarious individuals.
I'm going to be doing that while courting this woman at the festival.
Uh,
Doing like that, I can work and play at the same time.
Hey guys, what did I miss? Because I was on for like 5.
Nothing. We've signed a contract to protect the festival. Gonna be shit pay, but hey.
Meanwhile,
Sure.
you mean you guys did? I didn't.
Nope, you did.
Well, for one thing, I'm probably gonna be with the other 2 noble ladies.
They're not here though.
They are
No,
still
I
at
mean,
their
like-
estate. They don't get out much.
Okay, so for this whole ruse to work, they're probably gonna be like, "Oh, don't go down there with the common folk," you know, that sort of thing. Is what I'm getting at.
No. Basically, we've signed a job to protect the festival from nefarious needs. While doing that, I'll be courting that lady. It earns us a little bit of gold because we just can't sit around and be doing everything and nothing. Well, we do something with this plan. So yeah,
How many days till the festival?
2 days.
2 days. Okay.
So
if it's 2 days to the festival, then I'll be spending the next day free time just courting that woman.
what woman? Lady Corey?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, whenever you go by their estate, they say that they're not available right now, and any visitors that might be accepted will be welcomed at the beginning of the festival.
Okay.
Okay. Playing hard to get, maybe.
Yeah.
At which point you will be too busy working.
No, I can do both.
Yeah.
I can do both.
You can play the bagpipe and court the lady at the same time, and
No.
well, no. Okay.
No, I won't be playing the bagpipes. I'll be protecting the city during the festival while courting the lady.
So
Yeah, when you're distracted with the like that.
That's why you guys are. That's why you guys.
Oh,
so Ice,
This
you
is
want
how
us
it
to do
works,
your work for you. Nice try.
I can do both. That's why I'm going to rely on you.
No, I can do both. I can do both.
Okay, well,
when
in
the
that
fighting
case, no one's
starts,
gonna owe us a lot.
when the fighting starts, that's when I step in.
Assuming that will be like a fight, not just like pickpockets and thieves
Yeah,
around with
I can't do anything with that.
cat purses.
Plus, if I'm taking up the appearance of a noble lady, I don't
I
think
mean-
nobles would be guarding anything.
Yes. It depends on the ability. Like Bjorn isn't all powerful from an all powerful family. Like they do this type of work all the time.
Plus, that night literally was gone for like 20 minutes.
So, the day of
Taminal
festival
will go to the.
comes. Yeah, Taminal?
Don't forget it. You were saying?
That it is the time of the festival.
Okay, we jump up right at the festival. How much is the pay? Less than a guard, but what?
It's gonna
10
be
gold-
like 5
gold coin
septims
per
a
day?
day.
5, okay.
Yeah. See, that's not worth my full attention.
How many days?
Hi.
2 days.
Hi.
Okay,
Love you too.
5.
2 days is a festival, I believe.
10 gold for 2 days of work.
Okay, so
Working as
the award
a
for
guard.
6 here.
Yeah. It's not worth Bjorn's full attention, so that's why he can do both. Puts gold in his pocket. While doing nothing.
Yeah.
There's
That's
a lot
how you
of
scam
people showing up for the festival, of course. And,
Aurelia is just thinking about all the favors she's gonna get from Bjorn because of this.
No.
you know, when you signed up, you met with the Watch Captain, who is really the one coordinating the whole security thing.
Sky mining the floor.
And he appoints you to look over this area.
Wait a minute. Did you guys forget the one thing that was a problem? I can't talk to y'all.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if I see something, I can't say anything, which means
That's why
Yeah,
you
so
stay,
well.
that's why you stay close to one of us, and if you see something, you just shrug or point. You just toggles and point.
got it.
Like, dude, you're not thinking.
So, you catch some nobles talking about being invited by Lady Korek at her estate, the mother.
We just hear about them, or do we see them like walking around?
Yeah, they pass by and they are talking about it.
Okay.
And I don't receive an invite.
Terminal looks at them to see if they are like promising if they are marriageable material.
Well, they are noble.
Not for
They
him.
are- They have expensive outfits, ornated boots, hats, bracelets, necklaces, and a retinue of followers behind them, servants and guards.
But since we are allocated to guard that position, we cannot follow. I mean, we are not allowed to follow if we are working, right?
No one is there to stop you. The city watch guard, the city
Okay.
watch captain isn't here.
Yeah, like 5 gold ain't worth my time. But if a fight breaks out, I'll turn up. I'm just gonna follow. I'm just gonna show up to these people's Lady Corpse's door and go. I'm here to court your daughter. I'm here to plough a field.
Yeah, Aurelia's just gonna go off and go find, like, just go to find something, because she's very curious about this festival.
Okay. So Terminal will just stay here.
Bjorn, your
Oh, really?
nobles.
Yeah.
Aurelia kind of tugs on Tominol as if to say, I can't talk without you, jackass.
That sounds like a
It
you
was your
problem.
idea.
Yeah, that sounds like a you problem. I'll have my 2 retinues because I do have 2 retinues because I have nobility retinue.
Wow.
So I'll have my 2 guys that just be following me around everywhere, follow me. Yes. These are my homeboys.
Nice.
Both are knobs. One's from Hammerfield.
Nice.
The other one's from Skyrim. He's a Stormcloak.
Oh no. That's not good. Why'd you bring a Stormcloak in your retinue? What's wrong with you?
What's right with me? Don't worry, the other one's an Imperial Loyalist. It balances it.
Okay, so they're both trying to kill each other. Got it.
Yeah.
It balances it, you know?
Good to know. So, what's the festival like? I'm actually very curious.
What's what like?
Yeah, like what's going on?
Well, right now,
It's
they're-
very
they're starting singing, dancing, and they are worshipping nature in any form that it might manifest. Flowers, birds, animals, the sea, the sun, the wind, the snow, everything.
Awesome.
nice.
Are they smoking the blue? They smoking that blue, dude?
Yeah,
They
even
spoke of
that,
that
but it's you know, in a way that's not so obvious. It's put in sensors and spread around in microdoses. And little kids get the opportunity to get a little buzz going.
I stab a kid, they're immortal. Damn it.
I'm gonna go over and see what like this dance is all about. Just see what's going on.
It's mostly young people joining in this dance. They have taken little twigs, flowers, and petals of various colors and sizes. They have put them all over themselves. They have adorned their hair, their ears, their hands, their clothes, their belts, and even their bootlaces with them. And they dance all around, singing, worshipping nature.
Oh, that's just wholesome. Good old nature worship.
If it wasn't in a city environment, it would look like a Forsworn festival.
Good old Forsworn worship. Let's just hope they don't. Let's just hope that cushion isn't as good as what they get over in Skyrim. I mean, oh no.
You could
I
make-
imagine a Forsworn party full of drums. A lot
Drums
of
and
drums.
orgies.
you can make a history or a religion check.
Awesome. Let's do this.
I can see it being drums and orgies.
Oh, lordy Lou.
Splitting chests open, putting in briar hearts.
Well, we're hag raven just going.
Okay, now that's where it all goes downhill, boys. It's all fun and games till the hag raven starts giggling. Let's see here. Alright. Religion. Let me do the... And I'm gonna give myself guidance for this because I don't trust myself anymore.
Does guidance require verbal components?
Yeah,
I
it
think
does.
It might, yeah.
It does.
Oh, well then just subtract 4 from that. It's a 15.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. It looks like a Forsworn festival because the Forsworn also have something similar to this. It must be that both festivals have a common root. Even if
Well-
none of the Bretons or the Forsworn want to admit it, they have common religious roots.
Although the rich men have cultural ties with people from High Rock.
Yeah. It's true.
Also, we should not call the Forsworn all rich men. Not all rich men are Forsworn.
That is a
That's
good point.
correct.
Just not all Forsworn or Reachmen.
And not all rich men are Forsworn.
Yeah, but anyway. So like Aurelia just kind of keep note of that, you know, as she's kind of walking around, you know, enjoying the festival. But she's really tempted to go out there and like, you know, dance a little bit.
Drink. We know.
I said dance, not drink.
You got busted then.
Bjorn's already. After this, Bjorn's gonna be buying her so many drinks.
I ain't
Why
buying
do
you
I-
shit.
Why do I have to buy you drinks? Aurelia just listing off all the favors she just pulled.
I never heard any favours being declared. You never sold me.
I'm just saying.
Requires a verbal contract.
Of which I could not give.
Yep.
Because I'm mute, you bitch. So, therefore, consent was never given. Therefore, I am not even. Actually, therefore, this isn't even my job.
Here's the thing though. You signed a contract.
I don't think they did though. Only you did.
Yeah, only you did. I wasn't here to sign anything.
No. I thought everyone was signed it, but
No.
if I was the only one signing it, then I would never have signed it.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
No.
But anyway, you know what? Aurelia's gonna go out there and just like, you know, just I don't know if I can actually participate in it, but I'm gonna try.
Taminel says to Aurelia, jokingly, "Hey, if you need anything, shout."
Aurelia looks at you with a look that could kill a man. Actually, no, that could kill a troll. And then writes in the notebook, and with a resounding "shut up."
Like almost ripping the page.
Like an annoyed look, like very mean. Like she's not happy with you right now.
Well, as you walk through the streets, you see this scene here. There are two city watchmen, and they are arguing with an elf, a female elf. They don't want her to be here
Is she-
anymore. They are sending her away. They are prohibiting her from being in the city.
Is she a bard like the model, or is just
Yes, she's holding
an
a
elf?
musical instrument. It might not be a lute,
Okay,
but
then
it is a
Taminel-
musical instrument.
Okay. Taminel approaches, and because it seems a fellow musician, forget it, a player, he will almost naturally side with her and will ask the other man, so what's supposed to be the problem here?
They turn to look at you, and the more well-equipped guy speaks. He looks to be the higher in command here. Well, this lady over here doesn't have a permit to perform in these streets. You can make an.
Oh,
insight
she
check.
has.
You can make an insight check.
She has a permit to play with me. She just arrived late. And I will. I want. You want me? You want me to make an inside check?
Yes.
Check. $17.
Well, for whatever reason, this guard is talking bullshit. And you can also make a persuasion check.
I will indeed trying to persuade them. 6. Plus 3, 9 is not enough. I don't think so.
Well, the elf lady is agitated by all this, and she reacts kind of rudely to the guards trying to send her away, and she bursts out, complaining that all men think that all the elves are evil,
No.
and that everybody sides with the Ultimary Dominion. And she
Is she Altmer? Is she an Altmer?
no, she's
A
Bosmer.
elf? Oh,
So it's
okay.
doubly racist.
Yeah. She pushes the guard's spear to the side and walks away. I don't want your money. I'll find a better audience for my music. And she walks off towards the exit of the city. Then the guard turns to you and says, "We can't have spies in our festival, putting all the civilians in danger."
Terminal steps in front of them. And he says, "You think a spy will spy in a festival? To spy what? How much money people don't have to spend here?"
Ooh.
Well, whatever it is they are spying for, I don't want them to be doing it under my watch. And why is it your business?
Terminal
Are you a spy as well?
Terminal tries to remain his composure. And but he instead will cast vicious mockery.
Your mama's so fat, she's a whale.
Do I notice any of this coming as I'm like
Hey, you're right there.
Uh,
2 meters away.
so as I'm noticing this, like I literally just hurriedly look as I'm looking at Tom and all, and I'm like, in her mind she's thinking, "King dumbass, gonna blow our cover." And then like, so she scrolls down and she kind of walks over with her little notepad that says, "He's with me. He's just making. He's just." Well, she just says like, he's with me. He's my minstrel. He is not a spy.
They both look at you. They see you're very well dressed. You look like a noble to them. And they sheath their weapons. They take a step back. And he says, "Well, we don't take kindly to rude strangers around here."
And she puts down. She goes, "Well, back when she writes down, well, back in Skyrim, he had to kind of act this way because most of our court tended to treat him very badly. So he has to act a lot more gruff and tough than he normally would."
This guy comments, yeah, nothing worse than Nords. They are
God, Bjorn.
barbarians.
I forgot Bjorn isn't there.
I've heard they tear up wolves with their bare hands. That they have fur like bears on their backs.
Aurelia's just thinking to herself, "Wow,
Tamina looks at Aurelia, waiting for a reaction.
like," and she writes in her notebook, "Not all of us are like that. Just the men." She looks back to Bjorn. Just the men are like that. That's like what her little notebook says.
Assuming that they can read. Tamina shuts up. She thinks about it, but she just stays quiet.
This one can read.
Okay.
Yeah, this one. This
Thank you.
guy
Yeah,
looks to the other one. He reads it.
Headbutts his mate.
Like Bjorn notices like Aurelia looking at him with the.
No, I'm not even there, pal. I'm on the other side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, these guys are pretty tired of this conversation and they want to move on. They have other places to watch over. Forgive my lady. We are on,
Aurelia's not.
we'll be off. If you see anything peculiar, anything dangerous, don't hesitate to report to the watch.
I nod.
And they leave.
Do we leave too?
If you want to go see what the dance is all about. Maybe you can go make some coins performing there.
I need to. Tamina says I need to clear my head. I was getting worked up. Yeah, I think playing a song will help me. So Terminal just goes around more gathered crowds and he just plays something. I'm gonna roll for performance. 17 plus 1, it's just 1. So, 18.
Okay. Play a very nice tune. People are enjoying it. They gather around to listen to it. They start dancing, singing, and pretty much enjoying the performance.
Terminal, he is more calm, more relaxed, and he thinks to himself, yes, this is what I love to do.
People, live a few septims under the wagon you are on. It's a total of 5 septims.
5.
And Bjorn. The nobles stop every now and then to have a gander at the various stands that people have set up and look at the goods that are displayed there. And they chat among themselves regarding what they would like to buy and what they would like to get on their way back as a souvenir or gifts for people there. All this is happening towards the Korik State. On the way there.
While I'm looking around, while I'm just keeping an eye on them, I'm gonna be sorry, someone's DMing me.
Oh no. It's Lady Korik.
Oh, Lady Korik. Yes, I will plow your field.
She sent him a nude.
Yeah.
The evil nude.
While I am going to be looking around, see if anyone's attempting to steal anything or something untoward is going on.
Make a perception check.
Okay. Perception. One plus 2 plus 1d4. Boom. 22.
Someone is having a panic attack.
Hello,
Here.
I'm back. What's happening?
Yep.
What's
Hey,
happening?
Yep.
Well, you observe some drunkards being passed out, and someone is.
This early?
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Someone comes to check up on them, and picks up one of their purses. This guy's purse.
Wait, what? What was that?
This guy is passed out drunk. And then this guy came, checked him out to see if he's still breathing or dead or whatever, pretending to be a friend of his. Oh, are you alright? Are you okay? And looks around with his fingers around the waist and
Yoink.
picks up a little pouch.
So I'm just
Yoink.
gonna walk up to him and grab him by the scruff of his collar and go, "Put that back, you thief!" And I'm not going to be gentle about it. I'm just gonna,
Okay.
when you grab someone by the neck,
Yeah.
by the back, I'm just grabbing them like, "Yeah, put that back, you thief!"
Make an intimidation check. You can use either charisma or strength.
It doesn't really matter. It comes at intimidation. It's the exact same roll, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
1d20 plus 7 plus 1d4 because I'm just blessing myself as I do it. Boom.
Using guidance.
20. Yeah. Guidance.
Imagine Bjorn failing the intimidation check. Hey, Björn, you have to put that back.
Don't jinx it. Just don't jinx it.
He already rolled.
Yeah, 20.
You completely scare the guy. He produces the pouch in his hands. It's still full with all the coin, and he tosses it back to the drunk guy. All right.
And I'm just gonna say, now empty your pockets. Make a donation to the man for thieving from him.
Now take out your pants. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, nice.
You know,
Strip, boy, strip.
He pulls out 4 septims and charred skiver hide and gives it to you. Here, you
No.
can have it.
No, I said give it to the guy he stole from. Yeah, damn to they steal from. Why would I take it?
Okay. And he looks at you with a perplexed look on his face. Whenever he gets caught, he usually bribes the guards, not the guy he stole from.
Yeah.
But
I'm just gonna go.
He goes to put the money back.
I'm just gonna, slowly tap him on the cheek and go, you should join a coven. You should become a monk. I suggest you do that.
Oh god, it's Batman.
Just slowly tapping him as I'm doing it.
You're following.
Like, you don't really have enough. Am I following him? No, I'm basically telling him, you will head to the church and you will become a monk.
Yeah.
Become a holy man.
When he gets back to the body, he picks the pouch again. and
Nope.
starts running.
No, like, I'm gonna tackle him down to the ground this time and punch him.
Okay, make a dexterity check to go through the crowd.
Dexterity checks or athletics.
Acrobatics. It's not an acrobatics. It's a flat dexterity check. No,
Tackle someone to
you
the
can be
ground.
proficient with this.
Tackle someone to the ground.
No, to run through the crowd to get him. You're in full armor. He's running.
Slash R. 1d20.
Right.
So flat dex.
Yeah.
4. Plus little bliss.
You're still guided. Does it?
Yeah.
Does guidance last for how long? Up to 1 minute.
You just keep casting it because it's a
ability
cantrip.
check. So you have to use your action to cast guidance and then start running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy enough because it's like a split second. Like,
It's 6 seconds technically.
yeah. Okay. 1d4. 24.
Okay. You manage to run through the crowd.
Just barrel through them.
Oh, okay. He just pushes people around.
Well, with my strength check to 20, yeah, I can shoulder bash someone and get like hit like a fucking truck.
And you find him hidden behind some bushes.
I'm just gonna grab him
Yeah.
and punch him again to knock him out.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like drag him to the side guard, and I'm gonna take the money.
The Bjorn wedding fund.
Yeah, I'm just taking him to the. Yep, Bjorn's doing his job.
It's just like the Aurelia dress fund.
Yeah. I'm taking his gold, and I'm gonna go here. Say, God, this guy stole from a passed out guy drunk. He took how many septums are in the pouch?
12.
I'm gonna take 10 for myself and say stole 2 septums from the man.
The watchman there jokes, 2 septims? You went through all that for 2 septims?
I'm here to. I was hired to protect the festival.
Yeah, of
This
course.
man robbed someone. It shouldn't matter if it's 1 septum or 1,000 septums. I can take his hand if you want, give him some non-justice. Can't
Make
steal
his
without a hand. Yeah.
Oh. No, we're not gonna be doing anything of that sort during the festival. It's bad reputation.
Okay, you can do it after. But there you go. Stole 2 septums. I'm just gonna whisper into the guy's ear. It's like, see, now you're fucked.
He's unconscious.
Oh yeah, I forgot. And I'm like, there you go. Excuse me, I need to go plug a woman. I'm just gonna walk away, leave him there.
Yeah. He ties him up, ties his hands, ties his legs, and goes inside to get another guard to carry him to the dungeon for the day.
Still 10 seconds. Beyond's definitely got to help. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue heading over to the ladies while looking for anything untoward.
You see her servant taking in the other nobles and accepting their gifts.
What I'm gonna do I'm saying I did not bring a gift, but instead I believe the best gift you can give someone is money, so they can buy themselves their own gift of something they so desperately want. Here, take 70 gold. I said them, I just stole, gave it back to the dude. Gave it to the family.
What was the name of the servant?
Plus, I think they'll value the cold hard septums more than gifts that they're gonna have to sell.
So Hela, the servant, has to take permission from the ladies to take you in, and she goes back inside to do so, to ask them. I'm looking for a model.
I'm gonna show these cunts up. Like, oh yes, a man of true nobility works the land. I for one cannot ask my servants to do something I'm not prepared to do myself.
Part of me likes to imagine that Tom and Aurelia are just like are just completely enthralled with whatever's going on in the festival. Or do I would ask would Bjorn want to get us, but I know he probably just wants to be alone when he's trying to raise up a new wife.
I mean, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm just gonna be bitch slapping some nobles anyways. Because we all know women love the rough and tumble man.
Well, if you don't work, we'll see if Tom and all can do anything, and if last resort, we'll have a really good try.
That's why Terminal was trying to figure it out. Some of the nobles that went into the estate to see if they are like an alternative solution.
Also, it allows me to meet some of the nobility in here, so I can, talk, find out what they're after, and possibly rob them.
Grow after the real grind here. Bjorn on that actual grind, trying to steal money from the rich, so he can give it to the poor rich person.
Yeah.
Bjorn is stealing from the rich to give to the poor, and the poor in question is himself.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Bjorn is the man of principle.
Actually, I would think that Aurelia might actually want to go and see.
But yeah, trying to find a model while I talk to this woman.
Okay. So this is the surf. And this is the two ladies inside. And you two noticed Bjorn chasing down someone and then heading towards the Korik estate.
Okay.
And you see him waiting outside
So
with a
Tamina-
pouch in his hands.
Terminal goes to join them, like asking, "So what? See you running? Something serious?"
Yeah, Aurelia just follows behind him and asks, like, "Did you get it?"
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, like she
Yes.
she writes down on her little notepad, "Did you get it?"
I look at them and go, "Get." You just confused about what you're asking?
And then she says, "It looked like you were chasing after something."
I'm always chasing after something. If you're talking about a little criminal that stole 12 gold from someone, then yeah. I got it.
Aurelia gives a thumbs up.
And I'm whispering in her ear, yeah, but and I'm going to whisper into her ear, Aurelia's ear, yes, but I stole from the thief.
Aurelia just shrugs her shoulders. She doesn't care.
No, he's like, yeah, I stole from the thief. Is it stealing when you steal from the thief?
Well, you know what they say in my land. A thief that steals from the thief deserves 100 years of pardon.
And I
Good
heard,
work. But yeah, no, it seems to be a pretty low-level petty crime. I'm just waiting for the servant woman to get back to me, because the gift I gave of gold to the house, because they value gold more than they do actual gifts. Well, what'd you guys get up to?
Aurelia lays down, enjoying the festival a little bit.
What about you?
Terminal says, almost pick a fight with some useless resins being stupid.
Doing what exactly?
But kept my cool, went to play.
Doing what exactly?
They were harassing an elf, a musician elf, and I could just let that stand.
You think you can point them out in the crowd?
They
The two
left.
guards, that is. The two guards, that is.
They left. I don't know where they are right now.
I'm saying the two guards. The two guards, not the bard. The two guards.
They left. The guards left.
I'm saying, so you can point them out in a crowd if you decide.
If they come across them, I might recognize them.
Let me know if you see them.
If we see them, I will tell you.
No one insults a friend of mine.
Aurelia writes, "I managed to defuse it, thankfully."
He just ignores you.
Okay. And to think I was actually going to get you guys a good wedding gift.
He just ignores you again. Like,
Now she's going to get you a white elephant gift, something that you cannot refuse.
Watch me.
Here, have this baby walrus. Take care of it or it dies.
Watch me.
So finally, the servant comes and announces that you are welcome to join the party inside.
I bow and go, how long is the party going on for? Because I have work to do to protect this fine city.
It's gonna be a full course lunch, so it should take something longer than an hour or so.
Well, I am on my lunch break. How can I refuse?
Then
Uh,
you're welcome.
And I notify the city guys, like, I'm on my lunch break. And just
Hey, wait, we get a lunch break?
no, but I do. Yeah. I am just going to say to Laura, this is how you get to talk to the military. You should take notes.
Aurelia. Like, Aurelia's just kind of just sitting there. Very genuinely, just kind of ignoring that advice.
You don't get shit done, no. No one can vote him. Like, we need to get in here.
Because she doesn't have to talk to them, y'all got to talk to them.
Yep.
You're a bit too big.
I am never too big.
Yeah, we're not too thick.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to say.
What?
I'm never too big. What was that?
I'm never too big. Yeah, I'm never too big.
Yeah, I'm thick. Aurelia, can you stop? God damn it, Bjorn. I'm trying to sneak, but he's alerting the spider. Oh wait, no.
Your mama's tits are so saggy that they drag across the ground and leave a trail mark.
That's Tom and all. That's Tom and all. God damn it, Aurelia, I'm trying to sneak, but the clip of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the spider. Hey, is that Tom and all's ass out here?
Who's clapping? Is the show over?
I like to imagine that Tom and all has that dad bod.
He's got dad strength as well. Like, I do leg day 3 times a day. Like, 3 times a week. Dad never hits the gym since the Cold War. Legs like fucking ashen bricks. Thick as fuck.
So inside,
Everyone.
you see the rest of the noble gentlemen. The servant of the house, this lady here, Hela, he puts your gifts on this table here, along with the gifts from the other noble gentleman.
Mm.
And she guides you towards the inside.
I follow suit. And I'm going to say to my little friend, it says, Terula, it says, and now watch the magic work.
Aurelia, as he's saying that, Aurelia takes off like the brooch and like hands it to him, writes down, "I'm still not going to talk, but maybe this will probably sweeten the deal a bit."
I take the brooch and go, probably will. Now watch it.
Aurelia just prepares to take notes and just watches and then prepares for possible exit strategies.
Yeah.
Where's the next window? The closest window.
Beyond does note down and says, if these noblemen are here for her hand, then probably duels are going to take place.
So, walking in, you see the table is set. There is delicious food on there. And it looks like it's a feast fit for nobles indeed. Despite what everyone has been saying about their financial situation, they have provided a very nice meal for now.
Ah, nice.
Be honest with you, I probably assisted in that. Getting them food last week's session.
And for the first time, you lay your eyes on her mother. Her name is, of course, Brina Korek. And the only way I could describe her is mature, if you know what I mean.
So she's a MILF.
Yes.
Milf.
I shall take the mother and daughter at the same time.
Oh my god. Is he goaded with the sauce? Let's find out.
Next time in fun, a game that all the family can enjoy.
What is the name of the mother?
Brina. It's in the hints chat.
Brina.
First of all, I'm going to take a nice bow to. I forgot the other one's name. Not Brina.
Ostrala.
The women. Ostrala. I'm going to take a bow to Ostrala and go, pleasure. And then I'm just going to look at the mother and do a, respectful bow and go, it's a pleasure to finally meet you.
You must be
Terminal
Sir
also
Bjorn.
approached.
Yeah.
Also approaches Lady Brina, and he holds her hand and kisses the ring, and he says, "Oh, I understand now how your daughter inherits her beauty."
Aurelia just thinking to herself, oh dear lord.
And you just get the respectful look of from beyond is like nice.
Like you guys see Aurelia just like silently pray the tears.
Yes.
Take these men's souls.
But I have a gift for your daughter. It's a symbol of my pure intentions towards her. And I show the brooch. I show. No, it's how they acted during these medieval times. Like, yeah, my purest intentions.
Were you there?
No, I've read a lot of books about this, about 18th,
Sorry, whatever.
15th century courting and all of that. They actually wrote this stuff down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, what the crap?
She, of course, accepts the gift. She comments back to Terminal that whatever she has in excess, she can spare to give to her daughter.
Oh. I'm just gonna look at him and go, you've got this. I'm going to talk to the daughter.
She was... her ear was occupied by this guy. Gunther. And you will have to interrupt their conversation.
Is she actually happy about dropping the conversation?
She looks interested in what he is talking about. Yeah.
I guess a lady from high from nobility has to know how to pretend to be interested.
Yeah, I was hoping to see if she was actually interested in the conversation.
You can make an insight check.
Hey, straight. D20 plus 4. So, nope. 7, nope.
Yeah, she looks to be into what he's talking about. They are having a conversation about his travels along the Calmlorn shore and the Abakian Sea. And how she always wanted to travel and see the rest of Tamriel.
I'm just gonna say, my lady, it's been but 2 days since we last saw. Thinking about you greatly.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it, Sir Bjorn.
And whose acquaintance have you been talking to?
Oh, this is Sir Gunther. He is
Gunther.
a noble from High Rock, obviously, from some territory there. He was talking to me about his long travels in the sea.
Oh, you're a sailor. No,
Yes,
quaint.
I have a pretty nice fleet. You could join us in one of our travels sometime, maybe. Sir Bjorn, was it?
It's Subborn, yes. The sea does have a certain calling to me, but I'm one for taking ships, not joining crew.
You mean like a pirate?
No. Because I, for one, only take ships that have been pirated. There's no honour in taking ships that are trade ships. There's no need to do it because the wealth you're just stealing from people and inflating prices up for individual, the poor, the needy. After all, that's what I've sworn Akatosh to do. To conquer the next rivals. To conquer what's in front of me. And poverty is always in front of me.
Oh, well, you make me feel sorry for you, Sir Bjorn.
Sorry, I find it a most honourable thing. I get to travel, I get to meet people from all walks of life. From the wealthy fleet owner to the beggar on the streets. Each have a story that's worth hearing.
Yeah, I see. Well, these are indulgences that my noble duties do not allow me free time for. You see,
You
I take great honor in my business, and I have it as a top priority, because it is the means with which I provide for my family, for my house, and whoever chooses to follow me or join me.
There's more to life than wealth. We're both of nobility, it's just my work requires me to fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. And those people without a voice.
Oh, well, we are in agreement with that. And he continues on talking about travels and his duties.
I just cut him off. Like, yeah, no. You're indulgent little prick. I'm going to go. As much as your profession is a noble one and fraught with danger, it's not something. Well, when facing 30 men down in the street with nothing more than your sword and fist, knowing that you're protecting a child from slavery.
He is unamused, and he just stares blankly at you as you talk. Meanwhile, these guys are in a dick measuring contest about which one.
Oh, let's see those dicks then.
Yeah, let's see them. Let's get
Aurelia,
the measuring tape out, boys.
Aurelia kind of wants to go over there and see what it's all about.
That's a good idea. The next time I see two guys arguing with each other to see who is the better, I will just come on with a measuring tape. Let's see those. We're into it.
Like Aurelia's just like, it's like she just walks over and is just like very curious as to what the conversation is.
Yeah, it started as a catch up, sharing their news, and then the conversation went on to battles and war, and then they started describing the strongest spell they have seen on the battlefield.
Fireball Nightly.
Oh, I'm actually curious to know now.
So, like, Aurelia listens intently, acting. She kind of acts like she's interested,
They talk about fireballs, ice spikes, blizzards, and then they start making shit up, like spells making a whole army vanish, turning invisible, spells about the earth rupturing, and spells activating volcanoes. And
like kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Well, I once saw a spell throw a giant to people, and then the giant fell into the people, and the people ran away, and
I slayed it with like a blink of an eye through the wind gust of blink.
Yeah.
Fucking children.
This guy who's been standing here, he's on the couch. He's an old man, he seems like a woodsman, like a ranger, and
does he call himself the Strider?
He's Elric. And he
Elric?
is the bodyguard of the house. The only guard in here, actually. They don't have any other guards here.
But he's part of the house of the estate, or is just like
he's part of the estate, yeah.
So it's not like a hired, like just a hired one for the occasion.
Well, if you ask him, he's gonna tell you that he was a friend of her husband, of ladies. Lady Corey's
Taminal
husband.
Taminal approaches that man and he asks, "I have noticed, sir, that you don't mingle much with the other guests."
Well, my duty is to protect the ladies, and I can see that they are in the presence of noble men. My protection doesn't seem to be very needed right now, so I'm taking a rest. And he lights up his pipe, blows smoke out, and the smoke takes the shape of a dragon.
Impressive.
as that conversation's going down, I will turn to no, no, Riora. Keep forgetting her name. Fuck.
Brina
Amelia? Is it?
and
Green.
one is Brina, the other is Ostrala. The young one is Ostrala.
No. I'm just going to turn to Australian and say, Australia. So you mentioned you like adventuring. That you wish to see beyond this province.
Of course, I would very much like to. Yes.
It's not an easy life, that's for sure.
Well,
Although I don't have.
I have heard from Sir Gunther that many noble men of strong arm and of sharp wit have lost their lives adventuring.
Yes. Many have. I have witnessed some fall beside me in a shield wall. It is why I have the oath that I have. It is not an easy life, but it's a life worth having. Especially when you give everything you have to others. After all, you only have one life, and the gods put you here for a reason.
Well, I don't know if adventuring is for me. I don't know if it's the right time for me to take on traveling. Maybe I could take on a skeever or a rickling.
Perhaps you could. And I feel sorry for this. I feel sorry for any foe that will cross a knife with you. But adventuring is one of these things that it doesn't require combat. It doesn't require to fight. It could be simply going from one city to the other, experience the journeys, the companionship.
Maybe I can
Some like
acquire the riches to build my own estate.
that is, there's many a place, many a dungeon, many a Dwemer roaring, many forgotten caves and stuff that can be explored. And who knows what you could dig up.
Hela comes along with a tray full of drinks and puts everybody back on their seats.
Guys, I think I'm losing her. I think I'm losing her. No!
Just keep talking to her, don't worry.
Yeah. Nah, I'm just joking. You know what's funny?
But
I wouldn't say funny, but you know what's awesome? Bjorn isn't lying. The reason why he's broke as fuck because he just keeps giving his shit away.
yeah, so stop giving your shit away.
Yep.
Man, I'm
Yeah.
so poor because I keep giving my shit away. Dude, don't give your shit away.
Yeah, man.
But
What the fuck?
I'm gonna say something. I just settled down to eat to the fucker right next to me.
Hmm.
The fucktard next to me. The fleet owner.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, so tell me, Sir
Gunther.
Gunther, Sir Gunther.
Gunther.
What's a man like you with a fleet?
Oh, you touch my tra-la-la.
So,
That's Gunther.
so Gunther, I have a question.
Yeah.
Sir Gunther, a man like you, did he inherit his fleet or did he build it?
My family goes back a long time.
So inheritance.
Yes.
Interesting.
I am the firstborn of my father, and thus I have inherited his wealth and estate and all of his assets. And I have doubled them since then.
Well, it's easy to do when you have everything, isn't it?
What was your family's
Have you now noticed
assets?
the conversation?
Yeah.
My family's assets. Well, my family owns land in Skyrim.
He
A
makes
few
a sad
hundred acres.
face
It's
when you
not
say that. Oh, I'm sorry.
But here's the thing. The land that we have Dwemer ruins, all sorts of things hidden beneath it. But yet we respect the old ways. We care little for wealth, per se, and only the firstborn may inherit everything. The rest must go out and make their own way, and then give back to the family, to Skyrim. My oath as a paladin.
He interrupts you and says, "Oh well, you seem to have gone out to make your way despite inheriting everything."
I'm actually the seventh born son.
Oh.
I have
Seventh
nothing
son
to
of the
inherit.
seventh son.
I have
Okay.
nothing to inherit.
Oh well. Then it must have been a pretty hard time for you.
Pretty easy.
Adventuring.
No, it's been pretty easy. Per se. I have a point towards the other side of the table. It's easy when you find competent companions of people with like mind who give everything they have to those beside them and the poor. For instance, my sister is given it all, where she can never where she can never speak another word because she lost her child.
Oh, the gods give as they take.
The gods have given us everything. They've given us a life.
What if Gunther takes a liking on Aurelia as
That's
he
the
hears the
thing.
story?
I want to steal a ship from him. I want to steal a ship from him.
Oh no!
I'm gonna firebomb this cunt's fleet. Stealing shit.
So you want me to? Okay, well, okay, I'm into that. Let's do this.
No,
I'm game. Let's do this.
I think Aurelia's been around Beyond enough to know why he's planning something.
Yeah, like Aurelia just sees in the corner of her eye. She just thinks to herself,
But you know what? In our family, we take our vows seriously. So seriously that I'm bound to Akatosh. My oath demands that I take on the trials he's given me. And each trial is much harder than the next. My sister has an oath to her god.
"It's Keenerith." So
Keenerith, yeah, I would know that. She has an oath of silence to Keenerith. Due to her loss of a child and infertility that followed afterwards. Life is not easy for those who have nothing. But it gets easy when you have each other, and that's all you need.
is this guy gonna try to riz me up?
Good companion is always welcome when times are rough.
Family is what matters, don't you think?
It is indeed.
So does Aurelia see him talking from across the table?
Yeah, you can see them. You can even hear them.
You would say Beyond's being very he's no, shoving down the food and drink like the rest of them. He's being extremely modest.
Mhm.
Like, very conservative, actually.
Yeah, Aurelia's not drinking at all.
No, I don't drink it. Beyond does not drink alcohol whatsoever, and that would raise eyebrows because Beyond is an Nord.
So Aurelia's gonna walk over to Bjorn to see what's going on.
you've heard the conversation.
Yeah.
Aurelia bows nicely.
This is my sister. It appears that you have piqued her interest.
We on our nefarious shit. we are on demon time. Let's do this.
He's
Let me
a little surprised. He's taken aback a little bit. Oh, I am flattered.
Well, you know what they say about Nord women. They seek special cases when they see special and strong men, and they can't help but be attracted to them. I just called the man special.
Like a saying.
Yeah.
It's like a saying to very strong women.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And you know what they say? Behind every powerful man is an equally powerful woman to rise him greater.
She doesn't look to be, as my sailors have described, Nord women. And he
Holy
sizes you
shit!
up.
Only now I noticed. Only now I noticed that is a giant salmon steak
Yeah.
in the top of the table.
Yeah, I was just ignoring it, but there's also a giant apple as well, so...
Yeah. sorry, Parametus.
Yeah.
You were saying?
He was saying that as he's heard from descriptions from his sailors, he knows Nord women to be as ferocious as the men and of same size.
Aurelia is very petite and small.
Well,
whatever average.
Those are the shield maiden women.
Skyrim is full of muscle mummies.
Yes.
Except Aurelia, she's just twink.
But when it comes to my sister, her strength doesn't come from her arms. It comes from her mind, and well, she's been blessed by the gods to cast very powerful magic.
Magic can be dangerous.
Yes. Extremely so, but also a very potent asset in one's fleet. Think about it. Firebombing someone's ship from a mile away without the need of trebuchets.
She just looks at you like, can't do that.
Yeah, he doesn't know that.
Well, I have some mages under my payroll for that. I wouldn't think of a lady to take on such a duty.
Well, my family has a way of, being different from other nobility. We build our family's wealth by going out and adventuring. Only the first son inherits everything. It's how our estate's been growing.
Okay, so
generations ago, we had 50 acres, and now we have 120.
And who might be working those acres right now? How many
The tenants.
do you have under your employ?
We don't have employment per se. We have tenants. The tenants work the land, chop the trees. They make a living, we make a living.
Aurelia nods.
Nord
Hard work.
traditions seem quite interesting to me. They seem so foreign, so alien.
Hard. The land of Skyrim is hard and frozen, so one must work. For a man so well travelled, I would have thought you would have went to Skyrim.
I have been to Skyrim. It's just I haven't been working the fields in Skyrim. I was
Well,
meeting
if you
with
said-
jarls in their halls, doing business.
It's not so much the working the field aspects. One just walking across the roads or even crossing a field would know the the soil in Skyrim's very, very hard.
It's the permafrost that freezes the ground.
Yeah, I'm actually pseudo calling the guy out in his bullshit. Yeah, like he might be telling the truth, but I'm like, poking his story.
Yeah.
So Paramethus, is this boy goaded? like, give me the specs on this dude before Aurelia starts, turning up the heat.
He's a rich noble from High Rock. He has been obviously pampered his whole life. He's got the drip, of course, as a noble.
He got the Ironkin. He got that Ironkin drip. They'll kill you, Ironkin.
Perhaps you would like to talk to my sister some more. Would you get the change seat?
As every noble you've seen so far, especially the richer ones, they all are a bit snob with lower class people. Especially if they come from far away. They even see the Jarls from Skyrim as lower in nobility because of their brutish traditions.
See when I'm looking this guy up and down, does he have like a sword on him or anything?
Yes, he has a sword on him, but he's not
How
in full
well-
plate. He's got
Yeah.
the equivalent of a breastplate, essentially.
How well worn is the handle? The handle on the sword, like how has it seen action?
Oh,
I'm not saying like, training action. I mean like, is the hilt of the sword being chipped because it's blocked or someone trying to kill the guy?
To handle the crossguard,
Yeah, the
make an
cross guard and the
investigation
hand.
check.
because the handle can be replaced.
Yeah, that is. But even then, it will still be worn and it wouldn't match up with the steel per se.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
20 plus 1 plus 1d. 15.
Bro is casting in the middle of the fist.
Yeah.
You scare everyone. Whoa! What's that? What are you doing? What's the magic?
Whoa, what's the magic?
What's the magic, bro?
What are you doing? Are you crazy?
Yes. I'm mad! Take out sword, kill him!
Yeah, everyone is weirded out by someone casting spells.
I imagine I can do it subtly just by doing the hand gesture under the table and just mumbling something.
Yeah, people can still tell that you're casting something.
Okay.
Verbal and somatic, yeah. And you can see that his sword looks brand new. If he's fought in his life, he hasn't done it with this sword in particular. It's a highly ornate sword, gold gilding, precious gems, intricate designs.
I want to say, so how many enemies have you slain? I'm curious.
I've taken on many pirates in my travels, even sea beasts, for that matter.
Insight, insight, insight.
Make an insight check.
Imagine I'm doing this as he's bloody talking.
Yeah.
Oh, nope.
He's describing all sorts of foes one might encounter in the sea.
I wish fate points were a thing in this system.
Well,
Put someone else down and check.
with a fleet so big, he has the firepower per se to take on such enemies.
Aurelia kind of pulls like she looks interested, like she's just like, ooh, that's interesting, but not saying anything.
Perhaps we should switch seats, and I shall talk to the ladies of the house a bit more. My sister's very interested in you killing many mighty beasts in the sea.
Tamino decides to approach Bjorn and starts like nudging him to quit it.
Quite what? I'm just talking to the lad.
Aurelia, you can make a persuasion check to see if Sir Gunther is willing to trade seats with Bjorn, or he's more interested in continuing the conversation with Lady Korik here.
Oh no! Hold on, I really gotta turn up the like. Oh, I like you, so cute, that sort of thing.
Put your face
That's
on your
7.
hands.
That's a 7, my dudes. I don't really get advantage to this because I can't say anything.
Oh, well, he says, we could arrange another meeting, another feast perhaps, and we can elaborate on my travels and whatever your dear sister might be more interested in. But as for now, we have our beautiful hosts, and starts slobbering and complimenting the hosts. Meanwhile, Lady Brina has been sizing up everybody here. Lady Ostrala hasn't been doing much of anything. She's enjoying her meal and responding to questions and mostly compliments hurled at her by everybody else on the table. As Hela is bringing in the next course and another round of drinks. Then,
Noticing Bjorn's tankard is still full. Hasn't even touched the alcohol.
Yeah.
Aurelia feels sad because she might have gotten rejected.
Tamino feels conflicted here now. His objective to get a husband to Lady Austral still stands, but he doesn't know exactly now what to do. Because Tamino, in all honesty, seems impressive with the Lord Gunther's credentials, if you call it, and he seems to be a good match.
Over Bjorn's dead body, that's for sure.
That can be arranged.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll out DPS for his character in without an issue.
Okay, dude.
Oh god, here we go, the battle of the characters.
Nah, I avoid
Nah.
DP. I avoid it.
No, Terminal will instead. What? What?
Fight.
I will cast Thunder Wave if he has to. Kill everyone in this room and myself.
I sort of now regret telling you about Thunderwave, just based off of that description alone.
Oh, you shouldn't have given the DA bomb to a kid. Sorry. No, Terminal will try instead to learn more of the other two guests that they haven't talked much.
These two are both obviously nobles of High Rock. They are not seafaring families like Sir Gunther. One of them is a mostly military house, doing mercenary work that sort of business. And the other one is of a house that's mainly associated with research, both in magical fields, both in arcane fields and alchemical fields.
A thinker, probably a scholar, even.
Make an insight check.
13 plus how much?
Wisdom and
Insight. 13, 14 total.
Well,
is it enough?
Yeah. This description might suit someone else from his house, but definitely not him.
Okay, so he just has researchers working for him, but not him personally.
Yes.
Okay.
He says that he had heard of the Dwemer ruin you cleared the other day, but he hadn't had the opportunity to send anybody down there to investigate. He was busy with other such sites somewhere else. And he is also looking to send an expedition towards Skyrim to study the ruins. Maybe in Markarth, now that it's free from the Ritzmen, there is great wealth of Dwemer artifacts there for sure. The whole city is a Dwemer artifact, in fact.
Quick, someone convince Sir Mirlas to go with them.
It's a good idea, actually.
Yeah, it's actually.
We don't have to see him get launched into space. We just have to hear about it.
Yeah, you won't find the giants in Markarth.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he won't go after one.
Well, yeah, I guess.
The ladies of the house have been entertaining the guests, all of you for now, telling jokes, asking risible questions. And generally you can see Lady Brina mainly doing the questioning, trying to find the best suitor for her daughter.
Does she ask regular questions, normal questions, or does she ask outrageous questions?
She asks normal questions.
Okay.
What type of question?
Did you find it easy to park your carriage when you came? Was it too big for our streets? And
I see what she's doing.
And then when someone answers that their carriage was okay, that it didn't have any issue, then she knows that they didn't come in a big carriage and stuff like that.
Yeah, I see what she's doing.
Yeah.
It isn't about the size of the carriage, it is how well you
No, it's
store it.
she's gauging someone's. She's not really gauging someone's wealth per se. She's gauging their competence. It's like, why would you bring a massive carriage to
Yeah.
a town that, you know, someone that brings a
Or
big
something
carriage
like,
to a town like
your
this?
ship will always be welcome in my harbor.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Or him bragging about his big fleet. It's someone's competence she's looking for.
You know, wait a minute. I got an idea, boys. This might work. So, like, as Aurelia kind of goes over, she's gonna walk over to the lady. Like, has she been listening to these questions?
What? Sorry?
Has she been listening to these conversations
Yeah.
this? Alright. And so, like, she writes down, like, the story of her, of Sir Bjorn and how they managed to, without a carriage, get here on foot. And through many trials and tribulations, her brother led them to this place unscathed. He even fought a group of bandits on the way down here. Trying to gas him up.
Yeah, because Bjorn doesn't really brag. He brags, but no, he doesn't brag about his achievements per se.
And she adds, my brother is so humble, he does not speak of it. For he knows that speaking and bragging brings no brings no love of Akatosh.
When she reads it out loud, this guy says that, oh, if I knew you were coming here, I would have sent a carriage to pick you up. So you wouldn't have to walk all the way and wear out your boots.
Akatosh would forbid such an action because he requires I take the hard route. One could take the easy route and be decent, but only a man who true action will take the hardest route.
Oh well, why don't you become a beggar? That's a hard life.
Perhaps I was at some point when I had to go out.
Aurelia then just kind of like, she adds on, she goes, him doing this brings him closer to the people whom he respects. And those being the people around him and the people of the land.
Gassing him up, saying he's a fighter for the people.
Yep, gassing him up. Gas, we gotta step on the gas.
Beyond does the sister, why you? I don't like to talk about my achievements like this.
Oh really? Like she just looks with this very with this look, that just kind of says, "I know what I'm doing. Believe me."
No, he's just playing into it. That's all he's doing. He's like, why you don't talk about my achievements. Next, you're going to turn around and say, "Oh, you once walked in the deserts of elsewhere just to see what a sweat felt like."
That's a great idea. Aurelia then begins to write another story about how he walked into a town in elsewhere, and in that town the people were suffering from a great sickness brought about due to the poisoning of the town's skooma supply, and how he put an end to it bravely.
Terminal bites his lip.
The nobles, will congratulate you. Oh, very well done. That's a pretty noble cause indeed. It must have been worth going through such terrible conditions, living through such poverty.
how can I one day save up for my own lands when I do not know what the common man suffers from? I, for one, would work those lands along with them, and if Akatosh is willing, a wife.
But mother, I love him.
Well, you look like the man that would make good work of a field, Sir Bjorn. And you can tell that he says that as an insult. He compares you to a farmer.
Bjorn actually doesn't take it as an insult. He's humbled by it. He says, "You compare me to the blessed common worker. Thank you." He turns it on to him. He's like, "Thank you." That's what I strive to be. I strive for the commoner to look at me as one of their own, to be their voice and their shield.
Aurelia then puts on a notepad saying that one time, despite the people's fear of nobles, they once went to their house seeking aid from brigands and bandits, and Bjorn answered the call. He did not ask for payment, he only asked that they keep themselves safe.
You only ask for a cup of water and bread.
Oh, a hero of the people, indeed. You would make a very nice squire, Bjorn.
I spent my time squiring in the Knights of Night. That's where I got my blessing from Akatosh. He gave me the best.
So this was said by Gunther, right? Comparing him to a peasant.
It was said by one of them, and the others agreed and chuckled it a little bit.
Okay.
But Bjorn turned it back on him like, "Yeah, thank you.
It was said by this one.
Meanwhile, in his mind, he's thinking of multiple ways to cuss these guys out.
Oh yeah, no, I'm thinking about how I'm gonna break these guys' legs."
Aurelia, why won't this car turn?
On their turn, they, one by one, lay out their deeds, explaining how they managed to go through an environmental catastrophe in their realm and how they provided for their people by buying goods from the Red Guards or from orc strongholds even to feed their people. How lucky they were to have the money, and how it was one time during one of their hunts in the woods, with some other nobles.
I'm insight checking all these guys. Boom.
Make an insight check.
23. Almost a 20. Almost a 20.
They might be embellishing what they say a little bit, but you can tell that for the most part they are not lying. For example, they might say that, I had to save one of my hunters by charging a boar head on with my spear, but it might have been that they shot the boar with an arrow instead.
Or if they help the people not because they feel the need to, but because they were pressured into it.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, doing it because one has to and doing it because one needs to are two different things.
Yeah, because it's the right thing. It's different from having because there is no other choice or the consequences are worse or something.
Yeah. And he says, I'm going to say, it sounds like you were forced to help him and not because you wanted to, because you needed to. Because the hungry peasantry are ones who will quickly cast off nobility.
Tamilan looks at the other nobles waiting for their reaction.
Now I'm insulting them. But I'm doing it, passively aggressively.
Aurelia's been writing down another story. Like, what was that forest called? That we went into?
The what?
The skeletons.
Yeah, with the skeletons.
I think I have that.
Well, the noble that fed their people says, "Oh well, I did what I had to do. I fed my people. I assume if you were in my seat, you would plow their fields yourself and wait
While
for
giving up my
the
wealth.
wheat to grow."
I would have used what wealth I had to make sure they can feed their families through the winter.
That's
And
exactly
then
what
help
I
them
did.
plough the field. But did you plough the field yourself to help them rebuild? Did you pick up the hammer and nail and rebuild their houses yourself? That is what I think nobility should strive for. They use their wealth and influence to make their lives better, but also be prepared to pick up the hammer and nail, the sickle, the plough, because
The hammer and the sickle.
Dude,
That's,
Yeah, no, I-
that's
Wait
a
a minute.
Fallout plot line.
Wait a minute.
But
communist detected. Lethal force engaged.
he continues to say, for the true nobility are the ones that work, the ones that know hardship, the ones who build towards the future. And yes, you do that, but only because you need to, not because it's required, not out of malevolence, only because you wish to empower yourself and make yourself look good. The gods know full well.
And as you say, the gods will be the final judges of our actions on this world. You choose to
here's
run
something.
your realm as you see fit, and I run my own as I see fit.
I have a philosophy question. A thief, say, stole 10 gold from an individual. That individual was a commoner. Do you let that thief go, or would you punish him by taking off his hand? Better yet, what if it was just 2 gold or 1 gold?
I always strive to protect my my subjects from all kinds of crime. And the thief in my realm gets punished with a whip. One strike of the whip for every septim. And the victim of the crime, if they so wish, they can increase the number of whips by offering septims to the executioner. Not
So
the,
it sounds like
not
you
the
make
headsman.
entertainment out of it. Sounds like you make entertainment of it, and that, my friend, is not something I can abide by. But I will say this. What if the individual man, or woman, or the thief stole money to feed his daughter, or his child, or his family?
Whoa, there we go. Hitting them with a real.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Damn.
They are judged all the same. That is not an excuse for lighter punishment. If they wanted to be fed and provided for, they might as well join my realm or any realm and follow the proper rules. If they wish to live outside the realm and its rules, then they will be offered no protection.
So you would say that a man who up until now followed the law be punished because hard times due to mismanagement, rule, natural disaster has forced him to steal. And in Skyrim, and particularly the lands of my family hold, would look upon this man and go, "You did steal, so we will not take your hand, but instead you will serve 1 year indentured servitude, where he can learn a skill, a trade outside of farming." We seek to reform.
I've never heard of such practices taking place in Skyrim.
And there's a reason why our people do not revolt. At least the subjects of what at least the tenets my family holds.
And if you allow me the question, where does your family stand in the Civil War? Do you stand with the Stormcloaks, or do you stand with the Imperials? With the Emperor?
Now there is a question. Each man and individual of our family is free to take up the cause that they wish to take. For instance, my own.
I want to roll for insight.
Yeah,
Can I?
Yeah, you can.
I want to roll for insight on the whoever asked this, if it is a trap or an
It's a
honest
trap.
question.
It's a trap question, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying each man in our
12.
family,
12 plus how much?
each man in our family is free to choose whatever cause they feel just to take up.
13. Okay.
So I can answer my brothers.
He's waiting for Bjorn's answer to return the suitable comeback with a suitable comeback, depending on the answer.
Yeah, and so it's down to the individual. Each, as the gods, has given the individual free will. Now, if you're asking me personally, it would be what side is the most just, the one that looks after its citizens. I, for one, cannot abide by some of the practices the Stormcloaks abide by, but at the same time, I cannot abide by the Empire banning the worshipping of Talos, taking away traditions away from individuals, taking away the right to choose. Each side has their faults, each side has their wrongs. So therefore, I am not participating in it. At least not yet.
Like, you know what? I think I know what to do. Brilliant, like, pretends to act like she's kind of uncomfortable just a little bit upon hearing the word Silver War.
Yeah.
Did you say Silver War?
Yeah, that's what I
Silver-
said too. But
Civil
anyway,
War. Yeah, upon hearing the word Civil War, she just seems like shrink a little bit.
Now I have a question for you. You're from what province is this guy from who asked the question?
he's from High Rock.
High Rock. High Rock's currently. It's independent, is it, or is it still part of the Empire? Still part?
It's part of the Empire.
Yeah. I'm saying, what if the situation was similar in High Rock? They banned a particular practice because the Almeri Dominion demanded such practice be banned. Would you stand for it?
We stay a part of the Empire because the Empire makes us strong. There is no reason to be split in
Sam?
such trying times. Take, for example, the Red Guards of Hammerfell.
They
are still
still
fighting against the Altmeri Dominion in the south, despite the Imperial signing a truce. And they chose to still bleed and die, wasting their lives away fighting in the deserts. I do not wish to bring this upon my subjects.
They themselves have went independent though. The Empire declared them independent fit to fight, and they do not wish to be part of the Almeri Dominion. One could say, and this is just politics, it does not share my own view, per se, they chose to continue the fight. Skyrim was denied its chance to continue its worship. Cannot see the moral dilemma. These individuals are choosing to fight. And I'll worthily cause it that, if I may ask. But at the same time, you're right, the Empire does make us strong. One could say the Empire has turned weak and decadent because there was no outside threat. This guy cannot win.
Aurelia just kind of like she, like upon hearing Civil War, she's like, I'm trying to act as if, you know, that one particular thing is what's getting her really nervous. You know?
I will say, if they're insight checking me, GM, it will be like beyond Favor's no side at this moment in time. And that's pretty evident.
Yeah.
Because he does genuinely believe that both sides are in the wrong.
But also, like Aurelia's like writing down, like she's trying to act like she's nervous as she's writing down that she left Skyrim specifically because the Civil War had taken her child away from her.
Both.
Yeah,
Would
the
you
noble
stand?
chooses to end the conversation about the Civil War, saying, well, for your sake, Sir Bjorn, I hope that whatever path you choose to follow, or whatever fate chooses to bring to your doorstep, you are prepared for, and that your subjects do not suffer, and that your fields are as fertile as ever, so that you can plow them as much as you want. But I can
for
see
one.
that we are making Lady Aurelia kind of uncomfortable, and
You mean Zafala?
true, sorry.
Oops.
Lady Zafrala kinda uncomfortable, and I really wouldn't like that. It's not the place or the time. Maybe we should change the subject to something of more joyful, something more
Here is
festive. We are here for the festival,
Yeah.
after all. And raises his cup and takes a big sip.
And I'm going to stand up and go to the people who have been forgotten.
Yay!
I want to roll insight on Lady Australia to try to figure out how he's feeling about this discussion and the people involved.
I think I
Is she
think
impressed? Is she like annoyed?
Lady Australia is kinda indifferent.
Critical fail.
Oh,
Yes.
God. Come on, man.
Did you roll a critical fail?
I roll a critical fail. I have no idea if she's thinking about whatever.
Yeah, she's enjoying the food.
I'm also
I
going to
guess
be taking a
she. Yes.
Aurelia's. So, like, Aurelia excuses herself from the table and goes to, like, walk around and mingle with other guests.
But I rolled a 16 on it to see how the two hosts feel about how that little debate went.
Australia is indifferent. She doesn't have the mind for such matters. She's pretty young, and isn't troubling herself with such matters. Lady Brina, on the other hand, seems to be intently listening to what both sides are saying, and uses whatever they are saying to make up her mind about who she thinks is the best suitor for her daughter. And as the last course comes, in the form of dessert made from Net's jelly.
Ugh.
Aurelia happily eats some Net's jelly.
You can tell that the lunch is reaching its finish,
It's in.
its end, and the guests are looking to thank everybody for showing up, for bringing gifts. They will be obviously staying in contact with everybody through letters and or magical messages. If
Yeah, I don't see
there is
Bjorn getting
the
any.
opportunity for that.
Just Bjorn, try to get alone with her. You got this.
Yeah, no,
I
no,
guess-
will be.
I guessed you up pretty hard, brother.
Yeah.
Yes.
I will be. I will be more inclined to speak to uh, the guy that was trying to trap me into there. Yeah, that guy. That guy. I'm gonna fucking turn into my bitch.
So like, I'm just like, I'm trying to think, what would Aurelia do right now? Like, as the dinner's dying down, she kind of just wants to go retreat to a nice little quiet place, possibly where like maybe one or two other people are, and just sit there and take a break.
Gonna hang out with Strider.
I guess. I don't know.
So it does call Strider.
But I know whose ship we're gonna steal.
Is
Destroy his fleet.
got it. Got it.
Wait,
Operation Seduction is ongoing. Operation Motion, the motion of the ocean, is now in effect.
Motion you.
But I will definitely be talking to the mother and the daughter.
I repeat,
Operation Ship Docking.
Operation Motion of the Ocean is in effect. I will now attempt seduction. Just try to act all cute.
To the
But,
protector of the
We'll
house.
do the big guy. We will try to make the big eyes and jamming the boobs with your arms and.
Oh yeah, no, she is definitely showing some cleave.
Padding the ribs out.
Yeah,
Nobody
she's
ever
ignored.
said that
They don't care about.
Nobody ever said that the faithful of Kain should be celibate.
They, especially followers of Kain, would know about the birds and the bees.
What?
Yeah, it's like Aurelia's just like just unbuttons the dress just a little bit, showing some man cleave.
You know what you should do?
What?
Marry him.
Or he's probably got like 6 wives.
That was a noble from Hammerfell.
Okay, 1 wife and like 5 ladies in waiting.
I will look at
Got a King Henry VIII situation going on over here, boys.
I skipped a frame. What happened? What did you say?
I basically just like if this, like, I don't know if this guy's looking at me or anything, or Ellie's just gonna kind of act like she's, aloof.
He enjoys your company as a young lady. He looks like the type to respect a lady, especially one that is so pious and has devoted her life to the gods. He too worships Skyrim. You can see he has an amulet wrapped around his bracer.
He says that she's showing off cleavage. Wow, you're so devout.
Your faith seems so full.
Yeah. John is so devout, proceeds to rob from the poor.
I follow the warrior wife. She gives me strength and keeps me safe, so that I may in turn keep the people of my life safe.
She just nods, being unable to talk and all.
He says that if you stayed, you could be friends with Lady Ostrella. You seem to be of a similar age, and she hasn't been with anyone other
Like,
than
early enough.
her mother or suitors for the past few months.
Like Aurelia's still smiling, pretending like this conversation is something, she's intently listening in on, when she's just thinking to herself, I really hope that I see someone I know other than Bjorn and Domino so I can excuse myself. Like, she's just thinking that. She's praying to Ketereth, please, divines, give me anyone that I know in my life that won't blow my cover.
Bjorn isn't blowing your cover.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, she wants someone other than you guys. She just wants anybody she could, like, at least spell out her feelings about things.
I'm definitely going to talk.
Mainly, she's just looking for an excuse to, like, leave him, like, wanting a little more.
Hela comments on your outfit and how beautiful you are. What fine threads you got. And says that it might have cost a fortune.
I nod in agreement and kind of write in my notebook, I wanted to make this not only look appealing, but also be practical. She says, kind of just pointing to the armored chest piece.
Yeah, she shows her chest pieces and says that she would also want something more practical, because they always get in the way of doing chores and whatever else. But they get her some discounts in the market sometimes.
That's not what I meant. That's armor, bro. Bro, I was talking about that chest armor, dog. Like Aurelia's just like, it just says, "That's not what I meant." As she kind of pulls up the armor of the chest piece and kind of like knocks her hand against it, and just like a little clink clink. You know, it's like a little clink clink of the armor.
Boob armor.
Hey, you gotta protect those assets.
Yep.
I used to be an adventurer like you, then I took an arrow to the boob.
Yeah,
Not
this is,
funny.
Hela is not one for the battlefield. She prefers the kitchen as her area of expertise. She supports her husband Peter. You know.
Aurelia kind of like explains that, like, she writes down, like, she goes, "Oh, it says, my brother, he has taught me everything that I know about combat. In fact, he is much more talented than I."
Oh yeah, noblemen, all they do is spar and train.
She decides to, because this is the servant, right?
Yes.
Gas, gas, gas! We gotta gas this boy. She then writes the story of how they explored a cave, and how they found a group of 30 dark elves, and her brother, devoted to Akatosh, began to slay the Falmer menace. But not only after that did a bunch of Dwemer constructs come out of the ruins, and, exhausted from his battle with the 30 Falmer, decided to fight the 5 Dwarven constructs, and not only came out on top. I'm trying to. Does Bjorn have a blade?
Yeah,
Most
I
likely.
do.
Yeah.
The +1 longsword is on his hilt.
Yeah, she points to that, and like in the note it says he has the same blade he stole from one of them to use to slay the last one after his original broke.
She's shocked. It's a miracle he made it out alive.
You know, it's that Akatosh shield, man.
She just says, like effectively, she explains that her brother is much tougher than the average Nord, and that he can stand for many hours in the sheer cold of Windhelm without feeling even a slight chill.
Well, if she was to actually look at Beyond the NPC there, she would notice that he has like +4 Constitution, +5 Strength, so it's like he's 19 and 20 in those areas, so it checks it.
Yeah, she makes a shivering motion and says, "Oh, I'm cold just listening to it." And she says that she should probably start gathering the empty plates and the goblets and the bottles to wash them. And the hosts also get up and announce that they will be going back to their rooms to rest, and that they have been very happy to have you here. And that they would also like to meet you individually in your estates, whenever that might be possible.
I have no estate. Other than my family's estate.
If
My estate is what I carry on my back.
the other nobles, of course, you can come as soon as you want. You can come with me right now if you want. When I return after the festival. And Lady Brina says that they will have to make arrangements, and that whenever they might be free to do so, they will send a letter to agree upon a date.
So I've guessed Bjorn up with the mother and the servant.
I'm just curious, who would win it? Who actually won it that debate? I'm curious what's happening inside that woman's mind. Like,
Do you have any mind reading spells?
no,
Then
no, it's just player knowledge. That's all. But it's like, I think I won that one.
I kind of wish I could have casted Zone of Truth.
Oh well.
But anyway,
The servant Hela gathers, having gathered every plate, starts leading the guests to the exit.
Aurelia's just gonna kind of go out of the exit to the festival, and she's gonna go and enjoy some more of the, some more dancing.
Well, I'll go talk to the guy with the massive fleet. No, before, when we all leave and depart.
Yeah.
Or wait, before I go, I want to actually give the young lady the story in those 2 papers to her, so she can hold on to them, so that I like. This is the man who wishes to have your hand.
She takes them with a smile and puts them inside her dress in a pocket. Thanks you for the story, and she wishes to meet with you again. You're the only lady of her age she's met in a long time.
I nod and I bow.
And she would be glad to hear more of Sir Bjorn's stories.
Bjorn won't talk about your stories.
Like, we're hoping Aurelia's just gas. Gotta gas him up.
That's hilarious, job. Like Bjorn he brags, but he's humble at the same time. He won't brag up himself.
Everyone's like, Aurelia, no, quick gas! I gotta keep going.
Yeah, but I definitely will want to talk to the one could call him the Admiral dude.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah!
Yeah. And I'm gonna go. Well, before you go, my
Gunther?
lord, Sir Gunther. It's been a while since I have seen my sister enamored by a man. I'm not one for pledging service, but if you ever take my sister's hand, you will have my sword.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Wait a minute. Was that a threat?
No, it was more like you'll have my.
It sounded a bit like a threat.
Hey,
No,
you have my sword.
You have my
more
sword down your throat.
It's yeah. No, that will happen one day. But it's more like you will have my sword, as in, hey, you'll have my sword in terms of I'll pledge service to you for X amount of years.
That is quite the proposition, Sir Bjorn. I never thought myself want to join this Skyrim affairs, let alone as a noble, as part of its nobility.
I'm curious, between future business partners or colleagues, in a sense, where does one such as yourself side in said civil war? And what you say between me, I pledge upon Akatosh, will stay between me and you.
Well, I can't say I'm one to support Nord rebels. Their claims sound a bit too groundbreaking for my liking. Because they might take over Skyrim and they might set their eyes to High Rock.
May be the case.
But I can say that this civil war has brought much coin to my coffers.
A man such as yourself must be funding both. Well, when I say fund, I mean supply both sides.
Of course, I choose not to take a side, so I have both sides in. I help both sides in equal measure. I have 2 of my ships going back and forth with whatever goods might be needed.
I am the same. I favour neither side. But I personally lean towards. When I say favour, I lean slightly towards the Stormcloaks simply because of the freedom to choose. But there's things happening in the Empire that me and you are simply not privy to. For
I can
instance,
see that.
there's more legions. There's more legions standing since the founding of the Empire. There's another war going to brew. It's just when.
That is
Perhaps
why we
men like
must be always prepared, Sir Bjorn.
That's perhaps
We must
like
do our
men.
best.
That's why men like me and you should probably think ahead. Protect our own family and perhaps the side we choose. And having a
Plow our own fields. The other 2 nobles laugh at that.
and Beyond's friendly demeanor just changes to happy to. You want to say that again?
Aurelia,
Oh shit.
would Aurelia have noticed this? Like, she just walks over and just like, oh.
Yeah.
Plow our own fields? That's what I said.
Again, Aurelia with her mad grief going on, kind of walks over.
What Beyond's going to do now is just whisper gently into his ear. You don't want to piss me off, boy.
Like, it's just.
He looks at you perplexed.
Alright, let's.
I have fields too, Sir Bjorn. You're not the only one. And I can say that my fields need plowing, and I'm a busy man. And gets it.
Beyond turns and says, as he walks away, Beyond turns and says, a hand-me-down sword and a hand-me-down inheritance. A man like you, well, let's just say I don't use lube.
Oh my god. Like, Aurelia's just gonna, like,
I'm trying to go him. I'm trying to go him to hit me.
Like,
He's turned his back.
no.
I'm saying, typical Hierarchians always run away from a fight. Perhaps I should play with your mother. I hear her
really?
fields are a bit deserted nowadays.
Aurelia kind of like, I'm gonna try to like get in between both boys, just to say, boys, don't fight. It's improper of two men. Just trying to like diffuse the situation. Like, you two stop trying to pick fights with people.
He started it. He's been making fun of me.
Yeah, they look at you with contempt on their face, and they don't like bother to do anything. They just walk away.
And I just think to myself, like, these guys don't actually know what type of paladin I am.
Terminals says,
I'm just gonna.
okay, stop it.
Oh, I'm trying to roleplay here.
I
know Aurelia's trying to do the same. She's trying to stop you from punching people.
Oh, we're gonna punch him. But
Terminal says they are guests of Lady Korek. You don't want her to be mad at you, do you?
I'm just gonna be saying, there's more to my plan than me punching people.
Aurelia straight up out here playing babysitter. She just breaks down. Do I have to follow you all day?
You ever heard of the saying?
Torch, do I have to follow you all day?
There's a saying amongst paladins that follow the type of oath that I follow. One can kill a man, fear breaks an empire. They see me as nothing but what happens when I destroy his wealth. Men like him should be done to the gutter. I'll bide my time.
Yeah, I didn't look at the model. What's the guy look like? Alright, yeah. Is he young or old?
Young.
Oh, he young?
On the young side, yeah.
Alright, 10. Alright, 10. Aurelia just kind of looks and goes, like, you know, she's kind of like a little sheepish about it, and she goes, well, maybe, like she just kind of writes down, well, maybe we should try to see if there's an alternative.
He just smiles like, haha.
And then she just like, she goes, and she just kind of wishes, and she goes, I wish I could send a letter to my friend. She'd know what to do. Just writes down, I wish I could send a letter. She'd know what to do in this situation.
Men like that, I'm saying, men like this covet their wealth far more. He's pampered. I'm not sure about his stories, but they seem he has a fleet large enough, but it's whether or not he's done the fighting himself. He's probably powerful and strong. But unlike him, he hasn't endured hardship.
Yeah, and so like Aurelia goes, okay, remind me to act, like puts down on the notebook, remind me to act insulted next time I see him.
Yeah, I see you write it down, and I just say, now you're learning. you get the sense that Beyond doesn't actually give a fuck.
Aurelia then gets a bright idea as she like she begins to like write a small like a letter. And in that letter, it's writing. She would write kind of like a noble lady would.
But perhaps you didn't hear my conversation earlier. I just discovered that this man supplies both sides of the war.
Hmm.
A war profiteer.
Yes. He's.
Isn't that illegal?
It's treasonous. If you're an Imperial, that is. If you're a Stormcloak, it's also treasonous.
She stops for a second, stops reading the letter for a second, but then goes to a blank page and writes, "Try to find some evidence of that, and maybe we can use it against him."
And now you guys are starting to understand Bjorn.
And so she writes, as she's writing this letter, like she's writing it like a noble lady would, kind of all fanciful. And then it's like you can clearly see it's addressed to somebody named Azora, but you don't know who that would be.
No.
And then like she signs it as Lady Zafrella.
We need to find out where this man's headquarters is at. I want to see his books.
And so she kind of like takes the letter and then she kind of puts it into an envelope. Is ready to kind of send it.
Now, my dear sister. Clearly drawn up. How would you like to marry a man and steal his shit? Saying this as we're walking, just walking down the street.
Aurelia kind of thinks about it and she goes, "I don't want to be if I want to be in a marriage, I want to be," like she writes down, "I'd like to be in it for life. Not for a few short years."
No. You understand you misunderstand what I mean by marriage. You don't actually marry the man. You marry him. We figure out where his fleets are docked. We steal a ship or two. Probably just a ship. Set fire to the rest. And steal his wealth. And give it to this family right here.
Aurelia writes, "Plan B."
Plan B.
Plan A is we're going to try to see if we can't see his books. And then we're going to use that against him.
Plan A and Plan B. Why not do both? Use it against him to try and bribe a ship. If we can't do that, take a ship. Either way, we're getting a ship.
Exactly. So I'm assuming the couriers aren't really working during the festival.
The what?
Like couriers.
They might.
Anyways. I feel like some sweet roll. And some milk.
Well, we will be seeing what happens with the sweet rolls and the milk on our next session.
I'm expecting this guy to send some of these goons to me.
And we will be seeing you guys after the Christmas holidays.
Yeah.
We are definite. I am definitely going to create some sort of love triangle situation. Y'all are gonna see what I'm gonna do.
I have a feeling.
Is always gonna come by and be like, "Hey, wait a minute. I object. She's gay. What do you mean she's gay?"
What?